Trump's America! Mother
Okay, well, that was pretty horrific.
Yeah. Let's break down American Horror Story Cult.
Let's do it. But before we jump into episode 4, click subscribe so that you don't miss any of our episode breakdowns on this show, as well as Rick and Morty, Channel Zero, and coming soon, Mr. Robot.
Thanks everyone for the support. This episode is titled 11-9. I think it's our favorite episode so far of the whole season.
Definitely, I agree with you. Warning guys, obviously there are spoilers ahead.
Careful.
And clowns.
Ah.
First up, a quick recap. The episode flashes back to the 2016 election, which included Allie's protest vote for Jill Stein.
Kai pumps some iron with his personal trainer Harrison, and Meadow loves to draw clowns.
These are really good.
We also learned that Winter and Ivy have met before, the persuasive Kai is planning world domination, which we already knew, and that Gary Longstreet belongs in a Saw movie.
Okay, let's dig a little deeper and talk about the most important connections that we made in this episode. Finally, we get some background on some key members of the cult and learn that Kai is at least one of the masterminds behind it all. I still find it hard to believe that he doesn't have anyone else in high command with him.
Like we said earlier, Harrison and Kai met at the gym, and a key quote here is when he noticed that Harrison was strong enough to carry a dead body, a necessity for a killer clown in his cult. Also, it didn't take much convincing from Kai for Harrison to kill his boss Vinny. Now, the guy was a total meathead, douchebag, asshole, whatever you want to call him, but he really didn't deserve to go out that way, did he?
Meadow watches way too much Bravo TV to be any sort of informed voter, and she proves so when she writes Oprah on her ballot. Yeah, the only thing we got out of that was really important is that she's really good at making clown masks, I guess.
Yeah, Kai loves her designs. She's a great artist. Maybe she can be up on Etsy one day. No?
Sure.
We also get some backstory on Beverly Hope, one of the newscasters at the TV station. She flipped out over her treatment at the station and some asshole trolls during her campaign coverage. But after an assist from Kai and his killer clowns, she becomes a loyal follower of his. Now, as Kai says, this is extremely important for him because she is the literal voice on TV giving out the news of the day to the public.
Yeah, this is the most important part. It's the media. This is it. He's got to control that, and you got everything else right after that.
Yeah.
Emma Roberts returns, but it was short-lived. The cool thing about flashbacks and horror stories, when you get new characters involved, you know they're gone. Same episode.
That was short-lived. Yeah, you knew what exactly was going to happen. So long, Vinny. So long, Serena.
Bye-bye.
And quite possibly the biggest shocker of the episode, Ivy knows Winter. So they met at a rally after Gary sexually assaulted Ivy, and after sharing a coffee, they teamed up and got some revenge on Gary. They tied him up in a basement until the election was over, or so they thought. Now, I had a big problem with this. It was so out of character for Ivy to go along with this and physically assault another. I know he did a horrible thing touching her at the rally, but
yeah,
to go to those lengths, it didn't seem anything like something that she would do.
There's more here, I feel like, that we haven't seen just yet. There's one more story. We got a lot of backstory, but we didn't get Ivy's. That's
right.
The only one we really didn't get.
So you think
yet.
Kai might have gotten to her before any of this happened?
Yes. We didn't get her POV just yet. I feel like that's coming any day now. We're going to get that pinky swear scene.
Yes.
And finally, Gary Longstreet had his Saw moment. Kai finds out where Winter and Ivy tied him up and uses the opportunity to recruit Gary. Kai uses Gary's hatred of the left to fuel him even further and eventually cut his own arm off to get out of the handcuffs and cast his vote for Trump. I loved it. I don't know why, but just the last 15 minutes of the episode were so good just because the pacing, you're thinking, how the f does he lose his arm? That's all I kept thinking the last 15 minutes, like, who's gonna cut it off?
The build-up at the end there was great. It was pretty damn tense. And you knew what was coming. You just didn't know how messed up Kai was to sit there and watch the whole thing, right?
Are you gonna watch? If you don't mind.
Time for Greg's favorite segment, Clown Counter. Not that many this week, only 3 clowns.
3 too many.
Possibly. Serena was killed by 3 clowns. We were trying to figure out who was behind each one of those masks. Harrison, we think. Kai, of course. And either Winter, Ivy, or Meadow as the other one right there.
Now, Meadow, remember, she has a skin cancer, so...
That's true. So she probably would not be outside in the sun.
Unless she's lying, yeah. So it's either Winter or Ivy.
Ivy, we're looking at you, girl. What do you guys think? Hit us up in the comments. Let us know who you think is behind each mask.
Don't you think people should have to pass some sort of test to earn the right to vote?
Do you think you'd pass it?
Of course not. That's my point.
I love them at the same time. That line just gave me chills.
I feel like all of our favorite lines are between these two, Harrison and Meadow. Mine was something that Meadow said as soon as she walked into the motel door and finds Harrison cutting off his boss's head.
Just when I think my life can't get any worse. Who's that?
My boss.
Time now for our most fucked up moments. Mine, I know it was your favorite. I know you love that moment. I could not stand Gary cutting off his own arm. I'm not into the self-mutilation. I don't really like those Saw movies. I know, I'm sorry guys. It was too much for me. I have to look away. It just grosses me out way too much.
After watching Evil Dead and all these movies, it's fake. It's fake blood.
I know it's fake, it's a little bit too gross for me. I always have to look away.
Okay, mine's gotta be the clowns this week. The second you can see one of them walking behind Emma Roberts, I was done. I was like, shit. I wanted to leave the room. I hated it.
They're really good with those knives, by the way. They're all just slicing her up really.
They got her heart somehow. In the background, you can see one of them holding the heart.
That's, wow, creepy as
Ugh.
Time now to talk about the winners of the week. Greg, who is your winner for episode 4?
I'm gonna take the guy you always pick every single week.
Yep.
This time I'm going with Kai.
Yes, he had a good week.
God, he preys on the fearful. His plan's coming together. He's got everybody on his side right now. It's crazy how well this is working.
And also, who knew he was so accomplished?
I'm Kai Anderson. I'm 30 years old. I was in the Army. I served a tour in Iraq, came home and graduated in 3 from Yale with a double degree in poli-sci and feminist studies. I have a brown belt in karate, I have a 135 IQ, and I'm running for city council.
Kai's a great pick. I always pick him, so I had to go with Beverly. I mean, she got her career back, right? Serena's gone, there's no more competition. She's doing all those field reports now. You know, her and Bob might not get along moving forward, but also he might not be around much longer if Kai helps her out. And together, her and Kai are a pretty good team.
I believe in you.
I believe in you too, Beverly.
Okay, and we got one last question of the week. Ryan, what do you got for us?
Mine is still about Allie. What makes her so special? Why is she like the last person to join up with his cult? It seems like Kai has everyone on his side or slowly recruiting people. Why Allie and why Ozzy? There has to be some significance between these two. It can't just be that she voted for Jill Stein.
And speaking of Allie, I have a question about Ivy right now. And again, Ivy and Winter, they know each other.
Yeah.
What's the holdup here? Why did she pick Winter as the babysitter?
Yeah, why not tell Allie that they had come across each other before that?
Maybe it had something to do with Gary, or I don't know.
Scared that like any fallout, would happen with Gary coming back to find them. But also, I think it comes down to, like you said earlier, is that Kai has gotten to Ivy before this, and she's hiding something even bigger from Allie than just like the babysitter. I used to know the babysitter. Like there's something much deeper here, and I have a feeling that next episode we're gonna learn some crazy shit about Ivy.
Maybe a big boss twist. Maybe she's number one, head honcho. We don't know yet.
That would be insane. Guys, thank you so much for watching with us. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know any theories you guys might have. Who you think's behind all this? Is Kai the number one, or is someone else working with him? What about the therapist? We saw him, it looked like he voted for Hillary, but who knows what he's up to.
Is he doing his own thing on the side here with the clowns? Who knows?
Let us know what you guys think, and we'll be back next week for episode 5.
I am warning you, this video is extremely disturbing.
Tuesday.
The world isn't tell me, it's show me.
That's it, holding the blood.
Stop reporting fake news.
People aren't scared enough. Your leaders will not protect you. I, alone, will bring these killers to justice.
American Horror Story Cults. All new Tuesday at 10 on FX and FX Now.